Hey there, beautiful humans! Welcome back to Mindful Minutes, the channel where we dive deep into the mind and occasionally overanalyze why our plants are dying. Spoiler alert, it's not just about forgetting to water them. Today's topic? Depression, but not the obvious kind where you cry during dog food commercials. We're talking about the sneaky, subtle kind that hides behind a smile. Yep, depression's got stealth mode, and I'm here to blow its cover. Oh, and before we start, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below if you relate to any of these. Let's get into it. You know that feeling when you've been awake for 10 minutes and you already need a nap? That's not just adulting, my friend. Chronic fatigue can be a major sign of depression. And no, it's not just about staying up too late binge-watching Stranger Things. Depression can mess with your sleep cycle, making you feel like you've been hit by a truck even after 8 hours of sleep. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that over 80% of people with depression report issues with sleep. Here's the thing, it's not just about how much sleep you're getting, it's the quality. Ever wake up feeling like you ran a marathon in your dreams? That's depression inviting itself to your REM party. And don't get me started on insomnia. It's like your brain decides 2 a.m. is the perfect time to think about that embarrassing thing you did in 7th grade. Fun times. Remember when you used to love baking banana bread? Now the bananas just sit there, judging you as they rot. Losing interest in hobbies, even the ones you're passionate about, is a classic sign of depression. It's called anhedonia, and it's like depression's way of saying, no joy for you. Take me, for example. I used to be a voracious reader. Now, those books are just expensive decorations. Studies from the American Psychological Association have shown that this lack of interest often goes unnoticed because people think they're just busy or burned out. Spoiler, it's not the banana's fault. Ever snap at someone for chewing too loudly? Like, how dare they breathe and eat simultaneously? That's irritability, my friends, and it can be a hidden sign of depression. Research published in the Journal of Affective Disorders suggests that irritability is often overlooked in diagnosing depression, especially in men. And let's be honest, we've all had that moment in traffic where you're ready to write a strongly worded letter to the universe about the invention of roundabouts. But if you're constantly on edge, it's worth asking yourself why. Pro tip: it's not always because the world is full of loud chewers and slow walkers. Who knew depression could moonlight as a chiropractor's best friend? Backaches, headaches, stomach issues, they can all be signs of depression. According to Harvard Health Publishing, depression can amplify your perception of pain by messing with neurotransmitters like serotonin. Basically, depression's like, let's make everything hurt for no apparent reason. And it's sneaky because we're quick to blame it on bad posture or that one time we tried yoga and failed miserably. But if the pain doesn't go away, it's time to pay attention. What was I saying again? Oh, right. Difficulty concentrating is another sneaky sign of depression. If you've ever read the same sentence 12 times and still have no idea what it says, you're not alone. Depression can make your brain feel like it's running on dial-up in a Wi-Fi world. Studies from the University of Michigan show that depression affects cognitive functions like memory and focus. And let's be real, it's not just about forgetting where you put your keys. It's the mental fog that makes even simple tasks feel like climbing Mount Everest. Food is life, right? But depression can mess with your relationship with it. Some people lose their appetite completely, while others become besties with the snack aisle. Here's the thing. It's not just about overeating or undereating, it's the why behind it. Research from the Journal of Psychiatry and Neuroscience links depression with changes in appetite, thanks to our old frenemies cortisol and serotonin. So, if your eating habits have done a 180, take note. This one's tricky because society loves to reward busyness. But if you're throwing yourself into work, hobbies, or a sudden obsession with reorganizing your spice rack, it might be more than just productivity. A study in the International Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that some people use busyness to avoid dealing with depression. It's like saying, if I stay busy enough, I won't have to deal with my feelings. Newsflash: your feelings are still there, waiting for you. If your idea of socializing is texting haha and then ghosting for 3 weeks, we need to talk. Isolation is a major red flag. Depression loves to convince you that you're a burden, so you start pulling away from friends and family. Here's the thing. Isolation feeds depression. Research from the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology shows that isolation can worsen depression, creating a vicious cycle. So, call your mom or your dog. Dogs count. Perfectionism. The socially acceptable form of self-destruction. Striving for perfection can be a coping mechanism for depression, giving you a sense of control in an otherwise chaotic world. According to a study published in Clinical Psychology Review, perfectionism is often linked to underlying depression and anxiety. So if you're spending 3 hours editing an Instagram post, it might be time to reassess. Spoiler, no one's noticing the filter. Last but not least, let's talk about numbness. It's like the emotional version of your leg falling asleep. You're not happy, you're not sad, you're just there. This emotional flatline can be a sign of depression. Studies from the National Institute of Mental Health suggest that emotional numbness is often overlooked but is a key indicator of mental health struggles. So if life feels like it's in grayscale, you're not alone. Phew, that was a lot, wasn't it? If any of these signs hit close to home, remember, you're not alone, and there's no shame in asking for help. Depression is like that one friend who overstays their welcome, but with the right support, you can show it the door. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need it. And drop a comment below. What do you do to take care of your mental health? Let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay kind to your mind. Bye.